What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Goshen's Games. Today we are doing an honest review of Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, the one game where you can watch all the boobs that you want in front of you, but it's not nudity. Anyways, going on, Fatal Bullet takes place in the SAO GGO Gun Gale Online story arc, continuing off of the previous games. But this time, the main character is not Kirito. You get to make your own character, which is actually a very welcome addition to this game. Because all the prior games, if you played them, you only play as Kirito and you have all the other characters join you. This game, as well as the other games, take place in the alternate timeline or alternate universe or whatever you want to call it. That is the video game universe. Because in the anime and manga universe, they escape the game and they live free, tra la 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 la. But and spoiler alert, apparently. But in these games, they still take place within the video game world, but things happen differently. So, brief history: the events of them escaping the first game did still happen, but in a different kind of way. Where we have Philia, who is a character that's not in the anime. We have Straya, again, who's a character that's not in the anime. So different things happen in the video games that did not happen in the anime. Exactly. In this game, Kirito did not meet Sinon in the Gun Gale Online portion. Instead, Kirito met Sinon in the very first game, which was Hollow Fragment. So by the time they come into this and your character comes in, your character meets this robot person thing that wants to be like a human AI thing. Your character meets this AI who is a reward for doing a quest. And apparently throughout the entire game, everyone's telling you how much of a great GGO player you are, even though you die like a whole bunch of times in the game. That being said, the gameplay is tremendously addicting. Like, you just got shot up with some heroin and crack addicting, because you can end up playing this game for hours and completely get sidetracked and not even like actually go on with the story, which I think is a testament to how well the combat is in this game. Now, as far as like the story goes, you're going to spend like the first 3 to 4 hours in tutorial mode, which is very, very boring. There are some boobs to look at, but other than that, it's very boring. I do have to give you a warning on that. The first 3-4 hours, you're just going to be like, oh my god, I want to stop playing this game. But don't. Like, push past the first 3-4 hours, go into zombie mode, and just like continue on, because it is worth it. Like, you continue through the game, and then you get you get into like the core aspect of it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the story is kind of just meh. It's not the reason why I play the game. It's not for the story, which is very weird, because most games I do play for the story, but this one I don't play for the story. This game I play for the combat and the boobs, but mostly the boobs. And I think that was like Bandai's, master plan all along, is just to make us stare at Leafa's boobs all the freaking time. But regardless, you don't play this game for the story, which is very weird, because the other games were very story driven. So if you played Hollow Fragment, you played Lost Song, you played Hollow Realization, they're all story driven, because the combat, I'm going to tell you right now, the combat in those games are kind of meh, but the story is great. So, there's also boobs. And so playing through this game, you meet new people in the game, or new characters in the game, and I haven't beaten the story mode yet, mainly because I play the game for the combat and the boobs. I will beat the story mode, but as of this recording, as of this video, I have not, and that's okay. There's so much to do in this game. You get to customize your weapons, you get to make new weapons. Unfortunately, you don't customize your armor, so armor is not really a big deal in this game. Armor in this game is just strictly cosmetic, But there is a stat system, so you get to change your stats to how you want your character to be. Do you want your character to be a tank? Do you want him to be a support? Do you want him to be damage output? Do you want him to be like an assassin, an engineer? Like, there's so many different ways you can build your character, and I think that's fantastic. And not on top of that, if you want to have your character to be like different types, you can do that as well. The game allows you to do that, because then it gives you the option to have one setting to be a tank, and then you can make a whole nother stat page to be damage output if you want. Or you can just have like a blend, which is what I ended up doing with my character. My character is like a damaging tank or a bruiser, if you want to, if you play other games that are like this. That's what damaging tanks are called. They're called bruisers. But boobs. And so you play through this game and you make it how you make the character how you want it to be, and that's freaking awesome. I love that. That is very MMO like, and that's what this game is supposed to be imitating, is an MMORPG. But at the same time, it's not really an MMORPG because it's a single player experience. But there are multiplayer aspects to it. You can play multiplayer. You can play multiplayer in quests and stuff like that. And there's so much that they can do with this game, and God, I hope they do it, because it would just make the game even better. The fact that one of the patches or one of the DLCs is going to be, as far as rumors go, it's going to be the Battle of Bullets event, which if you watch the anime, you'd understand what the Battle of Bullets event is. The Battle of Bullet is basically they pit players in an area. I think it was like 20 players. They go at it, they kill each other. And the last person standing is crowned king of the Battle of Bullets, and they get like a whole bunch of items for the game and everything else like that, like the top tier items. I hope they do something like that, because that'd be a lot of fun. Now, granted, there should be, if they do that, if there should be something where it makes it a little bit more fair. Like you go through pre rounds or a pre-event to kind of like place you as to where you should be on your level, and that way you can compete with people that are on your level instead of like competing with people who are like god tier. But boobs, there's so much that they can do with this, and I think it'd be fantastic. And I think they should do a patch update and make it completely MMO. I would love, this is the type of SAO game I would love to see as an MMO game. I really would. Granted, I would like to have seen any of the SAOs as an MMO game, but this one in particular, where the combat is fast paced, the enemies are constantly spawning, and you can just like aggro everything in the area. God, I would love to see an MMO with myself and 4 buddies, and just like our backs against each other, and just like plowing through all the enemies with a whole bunch of bullets and laser swords and bombs and God, that would be freaking awesome. And then they could do like events where it's like, how long can you survive against the wave of oncoming enemies, and it's just like never ending waves of enemies, and you just like whoever can make it the longest, it's like crowned king of that event or whatever. God, I would love that. Do stuff like that in this game, please. I digress. This is a video game honest review of the boobs, not of what they should do in this game, even though that is technically part of a video game review of what they should do. But again, I digress. Boobs. So this game as a whole, I thoroughly enjoy the video, the video game experience that this gives us. It throws us deep into the SAO GGO world, and I know a lot of people are not like fans of that season, but this game, whether you're a fan or not, it makes you a fan of this game, and I think that is absolutely fantastic. And they could not have done it in, as far as the combat goes, I don't think they could have done it in a better way than this came out. It was very surprising. I was looking forward to this game, but since I actually got the game and I actually played through it quite some time, it's surprising to how well the game was actually made. So I will definitely, I'm going to go ahead, give you guys the rating on this game. My honest opinion on the rating, it's a 7.5 out of 10. Fantastic game. They did a great job. The graphics are beautiful. The backgrounds, the battlefields are gorgeous. The going into the city areas, seeing the decayed buildings, and just like everything is so beautiful and gorgeous and fun to look at and play, and boobs. So anyways, that is my honest boobs review of this game. So let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you all in my next boobio.
If you enjoyed that video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and check out the affiliate link down below in the description for some cheap games on Steam. Thank you very much. I'll catch you all later. Peace out.